Some amazing video ideas have been thrown around in the Discord, and this video idea comes from our very own Kyle. Kyle suggested that I make a video talking about the game passes and whether or not they're still worth it in 2022. Today, we're going to go over every single game pass offered in Emergency Response Liberty County, and I will answer the question for all of you before any of you go out and spend your hard-earned Robux. Thank you, Kyle, for the great suggestion, and if you guys don't already know, I finally have my own Discord server. The link can be found in the description below. Hurry up, go join. What are you waiting for? In order to do this in the most fair way possible, we're going to take a look at every single pass that's being offered right now, what it does, how much it is, and then how it applies to the current gameplay. I'm also going to jump into the game and I'm going to show you exactly what you get for those of you that don't own any of these passes, because as you can see, I own every single game pass in the game, and mind you, I bought some of these when they were not as cheap as they currently are today. I'll quickly add a video I made in the past about game passes. The game is 45 Robux, the machine gun pass is 175, the classic car pass is 90, the police customization pass is 220, the detective pass is 425, the premium housing pass is 145, and the SWAT pass is 740 Robux. In total, that's 1,840 Robux, which means that you will have to spend close to $20.25 American in real life to get the full experience. Alright, so first up is a Big Guns Game Pass. With the Big Guns Game Pass, you get access to the special guns. These guns are bigger, badder, and heavier than the regular guns. The gun list currently consists of the PPSH-41 submachine gun, the Remington MSR sniper, and the M249 machine guns. There is a note here that says more guns will be added in the near future. This Game Pass is currently valued at $185. Jumping into an alt account so we can all sort of see this from the perspective of being completely new and not knowing whether or not a game pass is going to be worth it. So beginning here with the Big Guns Game Pass, this game pass will be worth it for anyone looking to snipe in the game. If sniping is your thing and you think you're going to get a lot of use out of the sniper rifle, this in itself makes the game pass worth it for me. As you guys know, I've made several videos about being a sniper or being a sniper on the SWAT team, and I absolutely love this gun. For me, this game pass is an automatic yes. However, if you're new and you want my recommendation for a gun that is not in the game pass and is still just as effective, I actually have 3 different recommendations for you. Number 1 is a Colt M1911. I am telling you, if you have good aim and you know how to properly employ the weapon, this is an amazing gun that is often overlooked, and I don't know why. My second recommendation for you would be the Remington 870, valued at $1,900. The damage is 25, you guys. Just think about that for a second. Damage is 25. You get 2 or 3 wall-play shots on your target, and that target is going down. No need for a game pass if you have the Remington 870 in your arsenal. And the last recommendation, if you don't want to buy the game pass, is a Scorpion with a damage of 7 and a magazine size of 20. Same thing here, you guys. On the surface, this doesn't look all that great, but if you're really good at aiming and you know how to properly manage the recoil, you get 3 or 4 rounds on target at a damage of 7. Now you have a multiplier, and now you have a target that's potentially going down. So because of that, we can't overlook the Scorpion, but I'm telling you, if you're looking for good effective guns, stick with the Colt M1911 and the Remington 870. So to summarize, is the Big Guns Game Pass worth it? Yes, if you're looking to snipe, and no if you're just going to use this for any other gun out there. The next one is the Classic Cars Pass. This Game Pass allows you to buy all classic cars in the game. There's also a note here telling you that you still need to spend in-game cash to buy each car. However, the prices are lower than normal cars. This Game Pass is currently valued at $90. Let's go check the cars out. I've already filtered for the classic cars, so you get the Sentinel Platinum, you get the Velfire Runabout, you get the Bullhorn Prancer, you get the Chevron Corbetta C1, you get the Chevron LM, the Arrowhead Phoenix Nationals, and last but not least, the 1969 Falcon Stallion. A note that I will make about the classic cars is that the classic cars are somewhat OP, and I'll give you guys a good example of this. Let's take a look at the 1969 Bullhorn Prancer Classic at 48,500. You can see that its horsepower is right at 3.5 bars, and if you look at the comparable models such as the 2011 Bullhorn Prancer Prancer at 45,999. It's just under 3 bars, and even the Bullhorn Prancer, the updated version if you will, only sits at 3 bars. Another good example of this is a 1984 Velfire Runabout. At $39,000 and horsepower just a little bit over 3.5 bars, it is the best value for its class. Look at all the vehicles currently valued at just about 40,000. You have the Velfire, you have the Falcon Scavenger, you have the Chevron Rever, you have the Overland Apache, you have the Overland Buckaroo, and the last one I'll include in this segment is the Chrysalis Champion at just at 3 bars as well. So at a value of $39,000, the 1984 Velfire Runabout is an amazing value, and you're definitely going to get some bang for your buck here. However, going back to my original point, in the grand scheme of things, the classic cars are just not something I see all too much of in the game, and if I were the average player, I would probably hold out on this pass and save my Robux for some other passes that we're going to be talking about here in a second. Next up is the Police Customization Package. This game pass gives you instant access to the Slick Top Police Vehicle Package and the option to delete the ram bar and spotlight. The package removes the top light bar and adds several more lights to the vehicle. You don't need to buy separate vehicles. This game pass is currently valued at 250 Robux. This package is going to be worth it for anyone that enjoys role-playing and anyone that enjoys being in private servers. This is the only way you're going to be able to enhance your RP and go on those undercover missions. It is an absolute must that you be able to customize your police vehicles by either doing the slick top, removing the spotlight, or deleting the ram bar. This is a no question game pass, and I believe one of the must-haves in ERLC. So for 250 Robux, I don't think there's more I can say. This is absolutely worth it and a must-have if you're going to be upping up your game in Emergency Response Liberty County. The next one over at perhaps one of the most popular game passes is the Detective Pass. The Detective Pass gives you the undercover car package, undercover uniforms, and detective tools. And the best part of this pass is that there's no additional purchases necessary to use any of these perks. This pass is currently valued at 425. Let's head on over to the police team. This particular pass, the Detective Game Pass, is one that I'm a little bit on the fence about, to be quite honest, because this pass is currently valued at 425 Robux. You get the undercover car package, but outside of that package, you get the undercover uniform and the detective tools. The detective tools only really consist of the evidence markers, the binoculars, and the police tape. And while I understand that the police tape is very heavily used by players, not just in RP servers, but also in public servers, I don't know that I can justify the Detective Pass if I'm already going to buy into the Customization Game Pass. And then also the pass that I'm going to talk about next is the SWAT Team Game Pass. This will give you access to all SWAT content, including the tactical uniforms, the vest, the ram, the armor truck, the G36C rifle, the sniper, and the SWAT vehicle textures. The note on this one is that the Bearcat armor truck will be unlocked at rank 4, and the SWAT vehicle texture is available on the Tahoe, the van, and the F-150. This one is currently 740 Robux, and let's go check this one out as well. Keeping in mind that I haven't answered whether or not the Detective Game Pass is worth it just yet, let's quickly inject the SWAT Team Game Pass. The SWAT Team Game Pass gives you almost an arsenal of new tools that you can use to include the shield, the ram, the vest 2.0, and of course the helmet that can also toggle additional aesthetic features on your avatar. Not to mention that you also get access to the G36 rifle and the sniper rifle itself. This Game Pass also brings unlockables with it to include the Bearcat armor truck. So now if I had to combine both of these, the Detective Pass being valued at 425 and the SWAT Team Pass being valued at 740 Robux, I would opt to maybe save my Robux until I could afford the SWAT Team Game Pass and buy that one versus the Detective Pass. Overall for me, the SWAT Team Game Pass is going to be a yes, it's worth it for me, and the Detective Game Pass, not so much worth it for me if I had to do it all over again. Coming in at 135 Robux is the Premium Housing Game Pass. This will allow you to buy the 2-story homes and give you access to spawn the car right through the garage attached to the home. The Premium Housing Game Pass. For such a long time, I feel like I've had the biggest gripe with the way that housing works in ERLC. So without dragging this out too long, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that it's my firm belief this is probably the only Game Pass I would not buy ever again, just because you don't really get all that much. Not only do you have to buy the Game Pass to unlock the 2-story houses like the one right here, right in front of me, but you also have to spend money on rent even after you buy the Premium Housing Game Pass. So honestly, what's the point? Just to have a 2-story house? No thanks, I'll pass. And that's the exact same suggestion I have for you. If you're looking to spend Robux on Game Passes, don't let the Premium Housing be one of them. It's simply not worth it, you guys. Very few people use the houses, very few people go inside the the houses, and very few people actually rob the houses. And the people that do rob the houses, if you look back at my previous videos, it is not worth robbing the bigger houses in ERLC. There is nothing good surrounding the big houses in ERLC. There's simply a money pit. Don't do it. This Game Pass is not worth it. At 85 Robux, the permanent scanner is a pretty straightforward one. The scanner will allow you to view the police radio chat and the locations of nearby cops. This one will give you a scanner permanently, so you don't ever need to buy a new one. However, the note on this one is that the scanner will be active for 7 minutes at a time, and then after that you go into a 5-minute cooldown period or a recharge period, so that's something to keep in mind as well. The scanner is a solid investment if you know you're going to be committing nothing but robberies in ERLC. However, if you want my advice, the scanner works best when you are working with a team of criminals or in a fully teamed up mafia, and the reason for this is so that way players can cycle through their own scanners, because remember, the scanner is good for 7 minutes and then it kicks into a cool off period. So to put this into context, if you're only working with one other buddy, you can start your scanner at minute 1, let that run its course through all 7 minutes, put it away, let it cool down for 5 minutes, and then at the end of that 7th minute, have your buddy pull up his scanner for his 7 minutes, and by the time his 7 minutes are done and over with, your 5-minute cooldown period will be done and over with, and you could spawn your scanner one more time for 7 minutes as your buddy goes into his 5-minute cooldown. I hope that made sense to everyone and I didn't confuse you all. What I'm trying to say is that the scanner is a solid investment if you know you're going to be committing robbery after robbery after robbery in ERLC. And at 85 Robux, I can't believe they only value it at 85 Robux. This Game Pass is worth it. This is an absolute yes for any diehard criminals out there. And last but not least, the most recent one, Instant Refuel Game Pass. Tired of waiting for your car to fill up at the pump? This pass will instantly refill your car's gas to full in just a click. Currently 85 Robux. The instant refuel is something I have mixed emotions about right now. And for those of you that don't know why I may be experiencing mixed emotions, is because let me just tell you, there was a time when gas was an instant click no matter what. It wasn't a Game Pass or anything like that. All gas was available instantly to all players. It wasn't until recently that we had to get used to this click and hold to pump gas, and now I find it a little surprising that it's making its comeback in the form of a Game Pass. So basically what happened here is they took away a given function only to turn around and give it back, but this time charges 85 Robux for it. With that said, I am a sucker and I did already pay for it because I missed it. But hopefully this isn't the start of a horrible chain of events, meaning that they could possibly take away civilian vehicle modifications and make the mod shop a Game Pass as well. So developers, you get one and you get one and only. Don't take things away from us only to bring them back, but this time try to make us pay for it. I'm just kidding with you guys. Don't get hurt. Don't kick me out of Discord or anything like that, like you already did once. No, I'm just kidding. It's all fun and games. Kind of. Alright boys, well that's gonna do it. Let's quickly tally up the results here. The Big Guns Game Pass is worth it if you're gonna go around sniping and want to take advantage of that sniper rifle to roleplay in private servers as well, or as a police officer. If not, look for the alternatives I offered you at the beginning of the video. The Classic Cars Game Pass will only be worth it to those that truly have an affinity for classic cars, but other than that, the occasional OP car would not do it for me, and this would otherwise be a pass for me if I had to do it all over again. So I can't exactly say that the Classic Cars Game Pass is still worth it in 2022. Police customization, on the other hand, is an absolute must to not only up your game as a player, but also enhance your role playing and emergency response to Liberty County, and totally worth it in 2022. You might want to consider skipping the Detective Game Pass for 425 Robux, especially if you're going to be buying into the SWAT Game Pass. So although the Detective Game Pass is not exactly worth it to me, the SWAT Game Pass at just a little bit more at 740 Robux is 100% worth it to me and a must-have. The Premium Housing Game Pass should be an absolute skip and an absolute no, and not worth it for anyone trying to invest or 130 Robux in the game. At 135 Robux, I would say we are much better off donating our money to the PRC community and seeing what they do with it instead of dumping your money in the Premium Housing Game Pass. I hope we see some serious improvements on the housing and on this pass as a whole, but for the time being, the Premium Housing Pass is not worth it at all. The permanent scanner is worth it if you are dedicated to being a criminal or if you are working in a team or in a mafia itself. A must-have for any diehard criminal in ERLC. And last but not least, the instant refuel is an absolute must for someone like me, someone who likes to get out, get back in, and back on the road so that way the police officers don't catch me. So if you don't want to keep waiting around the pump, increasing the likelihood of you being caught, the 85 Robux is worth it to me. And if you're in the boat where you don't have Robux or you don't mind spending the few extra seconds at the pump, then there's really no need for you to spend the 85 Robux. Let me know if you agree or disagree down in the comments below. Don't forget to join the Discord. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be an amazing year. And until next time, long live the Zanies.